students read through their papers for grammar, punctuation, and spelling errors, they are in the editing stage. Many students mistake editing for revision and often make only small surface changes to their papers. Compared to revision, editing deals with lower order concerns such as sentence structure, spelling, word usage, punctuation, and formatting issues such as citation style, paper length, and title page format. This is the stage where you are satisfied with what your paper says and want to polish the outside to make it look nice for your final draft. Here are some tips for successful editing. Read your paper silently and aloud. These techniques work just as well for editing as they do for revision, only this time you're looking for surface errors such as spelling mistakes, missing or unneeded punctuation, and incorrect grammar. One method is to cover every sentence on your paper except for the one you're reading and read line by line, either forwards or backwards. This makes it easier for you to catch surface mistakes. Use your style sheet. Now is when you check your margins, page length and title page for proper formatting, your font type and size, your spelling and punctuation usage, and your grammar. If you have not created a style sheet, look through drafts of previous projects and see what comments you received. Pay particular attention to them when reading through your paper. Ask others for help. Ask a friend, professor, or colleague to read through your paper and mark places where they notice surface errors. However, do not allow them to correct your mistakes for you. If they simply mark your mistakes but don't correct them, you are responsible for uncovering what rule was broken and how to fix it. If your readers correct your mistakes for you, you will not learn anything new and will continue to make these mistakes in the future. Set aside time for editing. If you don't leave yourself enough time to check for surface errors, you may turn in a final draft that is beautifully written but covered with mistakes. This may cause your colleagues not to take your work seriously, regardless of how well it is written. To avoid this, make sure you leave enough time to read through your work and correct any minor errors you come across. Do not rely exclusively on computer programs. Most word processing programs offer spelling and grammar checkers. Some websites offer citation software. However, don't rely on these programs exclusively. Some websites do not update their citation software, and most spelling and grammar checkers read word by word and do not factor in content. As a result, you may fix a mistake that was never really a mistake at all. Use them sparingly. Don't forget about your formatting. In the rush to fix spelling and grammatical errors, many students forget to check their final drafts against their professor's requirements or those in a style handbook. Make sure your margins are correct. Double check your title page to make sure it follows the proper guidelines provided to you. Is your spacing correct? Did you use the proper font style and size? Clean up those last-minute details. Editing is the stage that focuses on the little details that will make your paper look even more polished and perfect. Do not focus on these details until you are satisfied with your paper as a whole. Correcting the spelling and grammar of your project may give it a neat appearance, but you must make sure that your ideas are there first. See you in the next stage.